Linden, Indiana, was platted in November 1850 by local landowners Hiram Hughes, Joel Lee, and William Hartman in anticipation of the new Chicago, Indianapolis and Louisville Railroad, later known as the Monon Railroad. The name likely derives from the abundant linden trees in the area, similar to nearby settlements like Cherry Grove. A post office was established in 1851 to serve the growing community, and the town was officially laid out in 1852 when the railroad tracks reached the site, boosting its development as a transportation hub in northern Montgomery County. Railroad era and growth. The completion of the railroad in 1852 transformed Linden into a vital stop for passengers and freight, with the first station built behind the post office on Walnut Street. The current Linden Depot, constructed in 1909 as a junction for the Monon and Nickel Plate railroads, became the town's centerpiece, handling mail, goods, and travel until passenger service ended in 1964 and the last mail train arrived in 1966. By the early 1970s, the depot closed amid declining rail use, but it symbolized Linden's prosperity during the late 19th and early 20th centuries as a small but bustling rail-oriented community. Incorporation and community development. Linden was incorporated as a town in the late 19th century, governed by a town board with trustees from each ward and a clerk-treasurer responsible for taxes and services. The community expanded with essential institutions, including churches like the Methodist Episcopal, established around 1901, and schools under the North Montgomery School Corporation. Agriculture and small businesses thrived, supported by U.S. Route 231, Main Street, connecting Linden 10 miles south to Crawfordsville and 16 miles north to Lafayette, fostering steady but modest population growth to around 700 by the mid-20th century. Cultural and educational milestones. In 1916, Linden received a $7,500 grant from the Carnegie Foundation for a public library, one of 164 such libraries funded in Indiana, requiring the town to provide a site and ongoing tax support, marking a key step in community education and recreation. The Linden Carnegie Public Library opened after World War I delays, serving residents of Madison Township with books, interlibrary loans starting in 1979, and programs amid economic ups and downs. Schools like Linden High, with yearbooks from the 1940s to 1970s, and later North Montgomery High School educated generations, reflecting the town's commitment to local learning. Modern preservation and legacy. The Linden Depot was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1990 and restored in the 1980s by the Linden-Madison Township Historical Society into a museum featuring model railroads and artifacts, preserving the town's rail heritage. Today, with a 2020 population of 711 in a compact 0.39 square miles, Linden remains a quiet rural community focused on maintaining its history through events, the library, and the Depot Museum, while facing challenges like economic shifts and serving as a bedroom community near larger cities like Indianapolis.